Stone, man. I don't care if I'm not, when I talk about the things that I whole life, living in the hood with black and brown people. And as I was looking at what they've been doing, I was like, yo, man, I wish I had that. Okay? I wish I had family, structure, infrastructure, serial entrepreneurs. You gonna handle that. You gonna handle that. They cutting grass. They selling flowers and fruit on the side of the freeway. They taking all that money, putting it in the pot. Then you see them go buy their first home as a family. Then you go side and buy a car. They might have an ice cream truck. All these little randomized jobs as a part of the hustle from them grinding to get it off the ground. Then they end up opening up car dealerships, car washes, all these odd jobs, but it's getting money. And we running around this motherfucker screaming broke, acting as if there's no infrastructure. They don't have an educated background either, for those of y'all using that as an excuse. You know? It's like, yo, they just got the fucking determination and willpower to get it, and they're doing it together. They're not doing it fragmented and separated, jealous, envy, hating on. What you got going on, bro? Oh, man, I'm just working on it, blah, blah, blah. So they taking all your information while asking questions, and then they start hating on you the whole time. You know, one of the reasons I love going to the Middle East, man, is I don't feel like nobody is jealous of me and threatening me about me being who I am and my magic and what I'm bringing to the table, because they know they got their magic, you know? And I also wanted to point out the family structure that I've noticed in the Middle East. They all love and adore and respect their fathers. Even in the Muslim community, you can have multiple wives. That's their world. That's an understanding. That's a part of their specific religion. But I look at the fathers loving the wives. I look at the father literally being loved, adored, and respected as the father, as the head of the household, the head of the business, the head of what we doing, where we going, what it all looks like. And all of the guys in the Middle East are constantly linking up, smoking hookah, hanging out inside of a majlis, coming up with plans to continue dominating. We don't have that. So I don't give a fuck what you say, man. I was pointing out the obvious, and I ain't got no regrets about it. I love my people, man. I'm not trying to piss off my people. And if I did, so what? That's my truth, man. Y'all ain't gonna ever be able to stop me from speaking my truth. I'm a grown-ass man, bruh. So all I'm saying is, if you gonna go to the Louis Vuitton store and spend $3,000-$4,000 on a handbag with some matching shoes, did you spend $4,000 in the black-owned business? No. When you got niggas out here trying to get a t-shirt business off the ground with some jeans, or they online making custom shoes and doing their thing, are you ordering from your people? No. Okay? Let's go. They got, man, listen, man, our talents have no limit. Skincare products, hair care products, shoes, clothes, handbags. I'm looking at all of these different sites that I follow on Instagram with these beautiful women modeling clothes every single day. They putting up multiple outfits. Are you supporting black culture? There's a black woman who just started Slutty Vegan. Her name is Pinky. Are you vegetarian, vegan, or even looking into it? Slutty Vegan. There's ice cream shops. And then as soon as you walk into that barber shop, black owned, you trying to get a discount for a haircut. We don't do that to other cultures. Whatever they ask for, we spend. We trying to negotiate on our people. Oh man, come on, man. Look out for a nigga, man. You know what I'm saying? Let me go. Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's it. Did you do that in the Louis Vuitton store? Did you do that with Christian Louboutin? Did you do that in the Chanel store? Got it. Because we are so used to making white people or whatever other business they're doing successful. And we have all of the potential in the world to get it and go there. But that crab in the barrel mentality gets in the way every time. If you make it to the end of this video, I want you to write 2 quotes. And I'm going to take my ass to sleep, okay? The first quote is, people want to see you doing good, but never better than them. People that love you, or they may not love you, they want to see you doing good. Go ahead, boy, you doing your thing, baby. But they never want to see you doing better than them. And that's really fucking sad. Because we should become our greatest champions for each other. I'm leaving this video tonight. This is my motherfucking business. It's how I feel. This is what my thinking and my approach is. I don't got to give this free game away. It doesn't take a celebrity to validate your shit. Count on your hands how many celebrities there are versus regular people. Y'all so caught up in all this superficial ass celebrity fake shit. Who's fucking who? Who's viral? Who's this? Who's that, man? You so caught up in everybody's life, you ain't been able to figure out your life. And then when it's time for you to figure out your life, them same niggas that you've been running around with, hanging out with, it's like, yo, soon as I do this, nigga, get it off the ground, I know all my niggas gonna support. Where they at? Where they at? Oh, okay. We can get the Koreans to support each other, right? Matter of fact, the Koreans are doing way more than supporting themselves. The Koreans on our side in the hood, I'm not a racist, okay? So don't ever twist my fucking words. I'm saying what I'm saying, and I'm not gonna fix it or apologize about nothing tomorrow. From South Central LA, the majority of the stores are owned by the Koreans. Okay? You go to the swap meet, they got all the stores. This is a black neighborhood. This is not Koreatown. This is not Chinatown. This is a black ghetto neighborhood. And they got all the swap meets up selling all the clothes that they know we love to wear every day. But when that money is made, it goes to their community. The money is being made in our community. And I'm not trying to push nobody out, and I'm not trying to start no shit. I'm saying we have to be smart in what we're doing. There's black men and women out here coming up with car ideas, handbags, shoes, hair, makeup, lashes, you know, foundation for your face, you know, skincare lines. Black dermatologists are out here on fire with helping us to figure out how to make our skin look even more.
All right. He just keeps. I mean, we gotta get the picture here, but he just going rant and rant and everything. So that's what a couple days ago, he was barred for what he said and everything. And like I said, I know he said he didn't mean to start something, but come on, Tyrese, you did want to start something because you know what you said was going to start something viral, especially on Black History Month, which some people will get extra riled up and everything. So here we go, fellas. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. So I'm gonna pass it to you, Ronnie. So here for what Tyrese was saying, do you feel like do other races have it better than us, better than us as black people?
Like always, guys, don't be afraid to join into the conversation. And also, that the best way for you guys to support the platform is by liking, subscribing, and also sharing. That's very important. So, guys, in the chat, don't be afraid to go in the topics. Remember, we don't censor nobody here, so have fun with it. Have fun with it. Have fun with it. Ruthless Troop say Tyrese is capping. I like that. What's going on, Bobby? Great to see you. Great to see you. We love to see beautiful black women in the chat. And also, loving the Thompson Vincent. Ashton's in the building. Ken Dog is here. Ricky Webster is in the building. Ricky always walks from the clouds. So I like it when he comes in the chat and say, yo, what's going on? What's cracking like it? What's happening, Ricky? And also, Rufus True and Ashton is here as well. And those, shout out for those that's watching us on Facebook, Twitch, and also now Kick. They also watching us on there as well. So we doing our thing on all these different type of major platforms. So what Tyrese is saying, I agree with him 110%. Me, I don't normally shop at a Louis Vuitton store, but for people that do shop at a Louis Vuitton store, they're willing to spend that type of money, whatever they're trying to sell within that store. Now, when we go to a black store, which I'm gonna go tomorrow, because I said I was gonna take myself shopping, I don't really ask for a discount, but that when I do be in those type of convenience store, I do see other black people do ask for a discount. Say, hey, why your price so high? You should mark this down, man. You got to make it affordable for us because you know we don't have this quote unquote type of money. But then when they in the Louis Vuitton store, they don't ask for them to lower down their prices. They go in there and pay the full amount of price, especially right now because it's tax season. People are spending a lot of money on a lot of these convenience stores and not asking them to mark the prices down. But when it comes to black businesses, they always want things cheap and not paying for what the actual price is actually there. They think black is cheap. Other races of convenience store, they find it more valuable and more affordable than the black owned businesses. And I always had a problem with that. Hakeem's a very strong advocate of that. So I know he's gonna deep dive in when he comes to what Tyrese is saying, but I think we do have a disrespect for our own people, and that's been around for ages. And I think the only way we can change that is by us, this generation, is pretty much respecting these black-owned businesses and supporting them whatever it needs to support in. But Hakeem, go ahead, deep dive in it.
Thank you, brother. So I've always been an advocate for buying black, supporting black, black owned, and everything. But as I get older and I start to look at the landscape of things and I start to notice that that's a hard road. So where he's coming from, I feel where he's coming from because I argue about this all the time too. It's hard to get brothers to come together to do something positive and to build something from it, a collective of people. Because something always gonna happen. You know what I mean? And to try to understand where he's coming from, he just feel like it is a struggle being black, trying to function in a community that runs wild, where there's no morals or standards or codes. Now, don't get me wrong, we have other people from other places that are black, and they don't connect with black Americans or the culture here. So when he's speaking from a black American point of view, where he said his people are not connected. His people are not, then he's wondering why other races has this, but there's nuances to everything. And you know what I mean? I would think he would hope and understand, you know what I mean, some people got a head start, some people don't. So, you know what I mean, literally it's gonna take us 100 years before we able to catch up to the Koreans and the Hispanics. The Hispanics will be the Hispanics is gonna take them 88 years to have wealth and be a powerhouse here. And it's gonna take blacks 123 years.
Yeah, I agree with you 110%, man, and definitely because definitely gonna talk about with the Black Americans. I definitely to attest to that. I could say that majority of Black Americans, me myself, we was born in in areas that we probably don't, probably in the hood, maybe in a low income community and everything. And when you live in a low income community, you kind of see when you were a little boy, you kind of feel like you're not poor in a way, because what you see. But once you grow up and everything, so you grow up, your teens, starting your 20s and 30s, you kind of we get out in a certain situation, you move to a bigger city, or You go to it's like here in LA, if you go to South Central, you go to West Hollywood or Beverly Hills like that, you just see a 180. You see so many different things. You see, luxury condos. You see luxurious stores, nice restaurants, and everything. And when you see that stuff come from the hood, it catches you. You want to get something like that. And when you see something like that, it's like, okay, how do I get that? How can I get a discount on that type of things? Get a discount, or if I need to make this type of money, most of the time, some people think about doing scamming, and that's kind of something in our community as well, where we see it as well. And and the thing is, it's like a person like me, it's like I know, something like that is going to take a generation. I know I'm not going to get it. Maybe my kids might not get it, but I know I'm trying to build all the way to if I had grandchildren, to build for them so they could get in a situation for that. And the thing is with that, with Black Americans, we're in the mindset we just want things now. But the thing is, it's like we must, we have to keep pushing this stuff forward, not really think about ourselves, but push it up to our kids and push it up to our grandchildren and everything. Because we live in a impoverished type of area, and you try to build it and everything, there's some people, Black people, who are selfish, which I can kind of get in the way to be selfish, because you really want those things, but you just think of it out of a selfish reason, but you're not thinking of it as a whole, as in, your Black family or the Black community, how to be able to have build a better Black community, especially for our Black Americans and everything. And at the time, we used to have that back, in the early 60s and 50s, but 70s, 80s, and in the 70s, 80s, and 90s, and 2000, we took 5, 6, 7 steps back and everything. So now, my generation, and hopefully in our younger generation, we got to rebuild that again. It's going to take another generation or two to really, really do that. Do I see a lot of Black businesses, popping up? Absolutely. I see them here in LA. We see them here online. Tariq said it. We see with skincare, bags, hair, nails, hair, all that type of things, and all sorts of things as well. So, and we just got to, really, really keep on building, and the thing is, it's like, I know for us, we want stuff really, really fast, but the thing is, stuff like this, it takes a long process to do, a very, long process to do. And if with that process, I think it's hard for us to, really kind of slow down the process and just really take it, year by year, every 10 years, 15 years, 20 years. And I think that mindset is we just want everything now. We want something really, really quick, but it doesn't work like that. If you look at other communities, they build things. That's why you see it's passed down generation to generation to generation. It's there as a blueprint, and that's what we have to do. As long as we, like I said, our generation and young generation, if we, keep on building, not just for us, passing out to our kids and everything. I'm not saying you don't need to be, how can I say this? You don't need to pass everything down. You can save, 25% for yourself, just to spend and everything. But the thing is, the more important thing is to do is to build and pass it on, so your kids can build or your family can build that. And if you can continue to build that, then you'll see, a better Black community. I'll say this: is it Monterey Park? We go to see my wife's OBGYN, and it's really a Korean, like a Korean city. Like once you step there, it's like you're in a Korean city. It's like you see hospitals, that's Korean hospitals, restaurants, haircuts everywhere. It's like when you in that city, it's like you're not in LA. So we do that. We do have that here in LA. With Crenshaw, Baldwin Hills, Ladera Heights, View Hill Park, and Lamar Park as well. And we just got to continue to build and everything. It's not going to be easy. Of course, it's not going to be easy. Nothing's easy for us. It's hard for us every day. But as long as we continue to build and really kind of stick together, which is hard to do, because a lot of people don't like to work together. We just gotta, put our pride down and really talk and just really, really build. That's one thing we got to do.
Go ahead, Ashton. Your turn, big dog. What's going on?
y'all,
Welcome.
y'all doing all right, fellas? Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me
Yep.
good?
Yeah.
Yes.
We were well.
I mean, going which part? 'Cause I mean, to be honest, Tyrese read the black community 6 feet deep.
Go right in. Go in.
I mean, to Jordan point, I don't think it would be hard if we stuck together like we claim we do. The worst thing about the black community, and I ain't even gonna say it's gender specific. We all kick our kids out at 18. We don't want to live together. We want to go get a $1 million house for just 3 people. Every other race other than white people, all of them live in the same damn house. We don't know if they all making $7 an hour, but they surviving, they maintaining. But they get that we know they get their shit one by one, and when they do go get their shit, they pay cash for it. We so quick to try to go get loans and credit. I don't even think they even legal enough to get credit. That's why they pay cash. You get what I'm saying? We always talk about working together, but then as soon as we come up, we split off. Like Prince said last week, we so quick to break up. It's too many chief and not enough Indians. Like that's our biggest problem. And the entire black community do that shit. I have I have never seen another community where the women they try to down talk you for still staying at home with your parents. Just to talk to them, and then come to find out they living on Section 8, got goddamn WIC, food stamps, tea, banana, orange, whatever fucking program it is. But they want you to get out the house to talk to them. Like that shit is insane.
Yeah, so you have a great point because I heard that so much growing up, not from my family, but other women were going to school or just to be around other women at that time. It was so ingrained to me. Like once I got out of there, I was like, okay, I moved to Miami. My wife at the time, my girlfriend. I was like, okay, we gotta get a crib together and everything. Not knowing years later, it's like it was okay to ask my mom, say, hey, mom, can I stay a little bit longer so I can save up and everything? Say it's about 23, 24, 25, which is okay. But just listen to somebody else's, somebody else, listen to women outside of my family, it was just so grand to me, okay, if I could get this right, I could get the girl and everything. And they could see myself as a successful black man, not knowing the family I had. There was, it was my mom, my granddad, my grandmother, my uncles and aunties, they'll do what it takes, to help me out or my little brother or my cousins, that, we can say whatever because my family, we're very, very tight as a Black American community in the family. We're very, very tight. So for me, that's that's what kind of messed me up because I'm listening outside of my family, but not listening inside of my family. And if I probably say listen inside my family, maybe I would have got a little bit more head start when I thought about it. But I'm still okay now.
But I mean, Jordan, to your point, that's kind of on us too. Like I know you said you
Mhm.
could have talked, but you get what I'm saying. Our problem is we don't talk to our kids ahead of time.
Right.
We kids, we tired of our parents, we tired of listening to rules and shit. But just think if we would have heard, oh, you can stay here, just put $50 on the bill, we would have gladly stayed. But we didn't know. We so ready to run out. And oh, I feel like they're gonna keep me out. Oh, I feel like time coming. Let me go ahead and make that move. So I
That's
mean, like
true.
Good point.
us as the black community, like we claim we at the bottom, or we doing so much better than certain people, but we really not. And
Of
and, it,
course.
and we try
Hmm.
to. I say we blame black white men, but I kind of feel like it's really on us. You